In 2013, the MasterCard Foundation entered into partnership with Makerere University to offer scholarships to 1,000 academically bright but economically disadvantaged youth from Africa to study at the university from 2014 to 2024. Great, great and mighty, the walls around thee. Great, great and mighty.
Makerere University is privileged to be partnering with MasterCard, an organization that has made its vision the betterment of the quality of life of the African people. This vision falls squarely with the aspirations of Makerere University, where we aspire to be the leading institution for teaching and learning, research and knowledge transfer partnerships on the continent, and hence producing quality human resource for the development of our country.
We're very happy to partner with Makerere University because we believe it is one of the top universities on the continent, and the vision and the mission of this university is very much aligned with ours, which is to ensure that they're producing young people who are ready to contribute with their skills, of their knowledge, to the national development goals of Uganda and East Africa, Africa as a whole, because this university has over time admitted students from all over Africa and who go back and make significant contributions.
This project, worth $21 million is being implemented at Makerere University with the broad aim of developing the next generation of African leaders. The program recruits both national and international scholars at the ratio of 90:10 respectively, and female to male scholars at the ratio of 80:20 respectively.
When you start a project, you don't know how it will end, but when you start seeing the fruits of what you have been doing, then that means that there's some element of gratification, and we hope that this is a different breed of students of Makerere University, because we know that first and foremost they are graduates of Makerere University, but being MasterCard scholars graduates is a different age.
In the 4 years, the program has grown. It's grown. The retention rate is very high, very, very high, almost 100%.
Matia Mulumba is an example of what the MasterCard Foundation seeks in its scholars. An agribusiness graduate from the first cohort of the MasterCard Foundation Scholars Program at Makerere University, Matia is a man who was born in a family trapped in poverty, but whose fortunes changed, so much so that he now stands out as an agent of transformation in his community.
MasterCard Foundation got me from dust. I used to stay with my grandma, and we used to think agriculture is just for survival. You just dig for eating. But today, as I talk, I've done a lot of things. One of them, I have a piggery project. That one will begin soon. I have my maize. I have the mandala garden. I have the kitchen hall garden. I have a nursery bed. The villagers and other people are getting these seeds for coffee, and they appreciate it.
Our belief was that we were born in poverty, and we thought maybe we were likely to die poor, until when he comes now from as a MasterCard scholar, he influences mindset change. You have limited resources to develop, but for him he's coming with a new approach. He's saying you can think big, start small, and start now, then grow big.
To ensure that only the most deserving beneficiaries are recruited, the MasterCard Foundation Scholars Program prides itself in employing a rigorous selection process which adheres to the strictest standards of fairness. The process starts with Stage 1. Announcement of the scholarship opportunity on the Scholars Program website, in the media, local government public information platforms, in schools and other community platforms between March and April every year. Stage 2. Applicants pick application forms and return them to the MasterCard Foundation Scholars Program offices before end of May. Stage 3. Selected applicants are shortlisted by July and invited for face-to-face interviews with the selection committee after assessment of applications. Stage 4. A validation process which begins in July to verify the vulnerability of the applicant. Stage 5. Announcement of successful applicants in August. Stage 6. Orientation of scholars and a scholarship award ceremony in September. Once the program starts, the scholars are given comprehensive support ranging from tuition, accommodation, laptops, books and learning materials, among others. They are also introduced to a number of programs to equip them with life skills. Some of these include leadership camps, community give-back activities, psychosocial support, mentorship, as well as entrepreneurship skills to prepare them for the transition to the workplace.
Every time we recruit new scholars to find out what kind of needs do they have in terms of whether they are academic, career, or emotional. So basing on their needs, then we are able to design monthly programs, what in our day-to-day we call the workshop and the training.
You live at home knowing that you're going to go and carry on with the studies without worrying how you're going to finance yourself or get feeding and stuff. We have an opportunity at the end of every semester to have a summer leadership camp. At the summer leadership camp, we are offered with the opportunity to participate in several activities, like they bring in professional people to discuss with us on several professional skills. We are in position to get to know one another on the foundation. At the same time, we learn how to improve as individuals and also as a group.
I've been mentored, I've gotten friends, it's more like we built a family together through that camps. And also I've gotten an opportunity to fly out, at least I can say, yeah, shout out to that.
The program has a very deliberate emphasis on empowering the girl child. This is born out of the recognition that educating women can benefit entire families, and research which shows that educating a girl boosts income later in life, with every extra year of secondary school increasing future wages by 15 to 25%. Agatha Akello, who was born in Karamoja, where opportunities for the girl child remain scarce, is a shining example of the difference such empowerment can make, enabling her to break social barriers and even at her tender age to champion a positive cause in community.
I didn't have hopes of joining the university because of my past. Even my Form 6 to finish was a tug of war.
I'm really very grateful for the program you have given her. Her way is now open. She's now the light to Karamoja and the rest of the children in Karamoja.
Karamoja region has been looked at by the whole world. That's a region whereby they don't give people opportunities, and most especially young ladies.
Alongside her fellow scholar Francis Anyu, they have set up an organization, Dash for Girls, which aims to spearhead reproductive health education for young girls in the Karamoja sub-region.
Dash for Girls has come in to strengthen or to disagree with that mindset people have in the community, and it has come to ensure that a girl child stays at school or a girl child is not mistreated.
We believe in the potential of every girl. That's why we are working hard to create an environment and a space where every girl in Uganda can live up to their full potential. We're starting with Karamoja because we're based in statistical knowledge. Karamoja is one of the worst hit-off areas when it comes to teenage pregnancy and child marriage. We all know when girls don't get an opportunity to see what the world looks like beyond teenage pregnancy and child marriage, they're always going to grow up, and even their children will always grow up thinking that's how the world is supposed to be.
Immediate post-university life is usually a challenging experience for any student, and this is not limited to MasterCard scholars. For those fortunate enough to get on the program, however, their transition to the workplace is guaranteed to be smoother than most, thanks to a variety of programs designed to equip scholars with communication, entrepreneurship, and leadership skills, among others.
We are following a design program by the MasterCard Foundation Scholars Program, where they look at 3 pathways for the scholars. They look at entrepreneurship, they look at employment, and further education.
I'm so privileged that much of what I'm going to do and what I've done so far is based on my skills and trainings that I've received in this scholarship.
The MasterCard Foundation Scholars Program is more than a scholarship initiative. It is about providing opportunities, transforming mindsets, and changing lives. The legacy of this intervention looms large, its impact undeniable. To date, the program has committed more than $700 million to supporting the education and leadership development of more than 30,000 young people. For the 1,000 of those who are beneficiaries through the MasterCard Foundation Scholars Program at Makerere University, there couldn't be a better endorsement of the need for collaboration, knowledge sharing, and cross-partnership initiatives.
We build for the future, the great